Welcome to the today class. In this class, we are going to discuss about the numericals and simplification. Already we know that inverter is a power transistor which converts the fixed DC voltage into the AC voltage. Now let's come to the numerical. A single phase full bridge inverter has RLC load R equal to 4 ohms R equal to 4 ohms and L equal to 35 millihenries, C equal to 155 microfarads. The DC input voltage is 230 volts. Output frequency is 50 Hz. Find the expression for the load current up to the fifth hour. In case of full bridge inverter, this is the output voltage waveform. T by 2 inverter of time period. This is the total time period. Up to T by 2, the input voltage is positive, that is equal to Vs. T by 2 to T, the output voltage is negative. This is Vs. In this interval, S1, S2 is conducting. Here, S3, S4 is conducting because we have taken the full bridge inverter. If we write the Fourier series for this output voltage waveform, it is symmetrical about the x-axis, so it consisting only the third harmonics. So sigma I equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. This is a full bridge inverter, so 4V by N pi sine of N omega t minus N omega t. N omega t. This is the expression for the voltage. The Fourier series for the output. Nothing but the output voltage is consisting here. Odd harmonics 1, 3, 5, 7 up to infinity. Already we know the value of V. See here V value is given as 230 volts. N is nothing but a harmonic number. That may be the 1, 3, 5 like that. Okay. Find the expression for the first bit. In the first bit, we have to find the expression for the load current up to fifth harmonic. So if we write the expression for the current, I equal to sigma I equal to 1, 3, 5 up to infinity. 4V by N into pi into Zn sine omega t minus pi sine of. Okay. Here N omega t. N omega t. Now let me know what is the expression for the Zn. Zn is nothing but a impedance for the nth harmonic. So this is equal to R square less omega L n omega L minus 1 by n omega C whole square whole root whole root. The n value may be the 1, 3, 5. But here in the first one, we have to write the expression for the load current. This is the Fourier series for the load current. So up to fifth harmonic, they are asked to find out. So if you expand this expression, this you take it to the equation 1. This is voltage expression for the Fourier series for the voltage. This is the current. So write I naught equal to 4V by pi Z1 sin omega t minus omega t minus here pi n. Sorry, pi n. We have to define the pi n also. Pi n equal to tan inverse n omega L minus 1 by n omega C whole divided by R. So here this is the pi n. 1 n becomes a 1 because it is a fundamental component plus 4V by pi Z3. So sin of 3 omega t minus pi 3 plus 4V by pi Z pi sin of 5 omega t minus pi 5. So this is the expression for the current up to fifth harmonic. This you take it as a equation 3. Now RMS value of the fundamental load current. So in second bit, you have to calculate the RMS value of fundamental voltage. See, actually, this is the fundamental voltage. This is the expression for the fundamental current because 1 nth harmonic is 1. This is the maximum value. So RMS value for the fundamental component IRMS equal to this maximum 4V by pi Z1 into divided by root 2. This is equal to, because this is the maximum value divided by root 2 for the sinusoidal quantity, it gives the RMS value. So 4V by pi into Z1 into 1.414. Now how do you find the Z1? Here V equal to, that is given in the problem, 230 volts. Z1 we have to calculate. So how we are going to calculate the Z1 means Z1 already we know the expression for the Zn. So in place of n, you substitute the 1. So this is equal to R square plus omega L minus 1 by omega C whole square whole root. So here omega equal to output frequency is given 2 pi f. So 2 into pi into 50. L value is given. L value is given as I see in the problem. L value is given how much value? 35 millihenries. So L equal to 35 into 10 to the minus 3. That you are converted to henries. Now C equal to that value also given in the problem. 155 microfarads. C equal to 155 microfarads. Now here in this expression R value also given. In the problem everything is given. R equal to 4 ohms. R equal to 4 ohms. So now we can find out this value omega. 1 by omega C also we can find out, because where omega equal to 2 pi f, you substitute all the values and R value and you get in the value of Z1. That value are substitute here. So finally you're getting the RMS value for the fundamental component. So in this manner you have to work out. Next, third bit is the power observed by the load and fundamental power. How much power is observed by the load due to the fundamental component. So how we are going to find out that means, see here, the output voltage or current is consisting of harmonics. Because of the harmonics, there is no power is coming to the load. Due to the fundamental component only, the power is coming, received by the load. So the fundamental power equal to, see here the load is RLC load. Inductance and capacitance does not, it stores the energy, does not consume any power. It stores the energy, does not consume any power. So whatever the power is consumed by the load, that will be happen only in the resistance. So here I1 RMS, so load power equal to I1 RMS square into R. In the previous step, in second one, already we calculated the value of I1 RMS. Now we have to substitute this value here in this expression. R value is given 4 ohms. So we can find out the power observed by the load. Next, RMS and peak current of each thyristor. See here in a full bridge inverter. In a full bridge inverter, 4 SCRs are there. RMS and peak current of each thyristor. RMS and peak current of each thyristor. So if we consider only the fundamental component, because the harmonic components will be lesser. If we draw the current waveform, see for RLC load, already we have seen, if it is under damp, this is the current waveform. So from this point, RMS and peak value of thyristor current. So from this point to this point, S1, S2 is conducted. S1, S2. Suppose if you take this is a fundamental component. So along with the fundamental component, it has a harmonics also. We are not bothering about the harmonics. We consider only the fundamental. So this is the peak value. So this is the peak value for the fundamental current. From S1, S2, from this point to this point, this you can take it as a T1. This is T by 2. This is T2. This is T. This is omega T equal to 0. So the peak current is nothing but this value of current, which is carried by the S1 and S2. That is nothing but a peak. This is the peak is nothing but amplitude. This is the amplitude of a fundamental component, nothing but a peak value. Nothing but a peak value. So the peak current carried by the SCR, so or switching devices port 1. Peak current by SCR or switching device, whatever it is, equal to 4V by pi Z1. How do we calculate this value so that we can easily find out this value? Okay. So RMS value nothing but divided by 4. In this manner, we can solve the problem numerical on a single phase inverters, fully controlled single phase full bridge inverter with RLC. So now we up to here we calculated the first one, we completed a RMS value of the fundamental load current, also we completed the power observed by the load with respect to the load and fundamental power. Here we have taken the only with a fundamental, only we calculated here. Suppose load power in what is that one? Third bit. Okay, third bit. This is the fundamental power plus I3 RMS square into R plus I5 RMS square into R. This is the power observed. These two quantities are nothing but a power observed by the load with respect to the third harmonic and fifth harmonic. So how we are going to find out these values means, see, I3 RMS. Here I am writing the different color. I3 RMS equal to, this is the maximum value of third component, third harmonic. So 4V by pi Z3 into root 2, where Z3 equal to, already we know, R square plus 3 omega L minus 1 by 3 omega C square whole root. So in this manner we can calculate the Z3. Okay. In the same manner we can also calculate the Z5 also. Only thing you have to replace Z3 by 3 in place of 3. You have to substitute the, when you're going to calculate the Zn, in place of n you have to take the 5, so that you can calculate the, how exactly we calculate the Z1, Z3. In the same manner Z3 also we have to calculate, so that we can get the value of Z5, I5. Once you know the value of I5, then you can find out the RMS value of fifth harmonic current square into R. Sum of all these powers are nothing but a power observed by the load due to the fundamental, third harmonic, fifth harmonic, so on up to infinity. But we considered in this problem only up to the fifth harmonic. Next, this is the quantity which is representing the power observed by the load only due to the fundamental, because, so why you have considered this third harmonic and fifth harmonic means, because resistance is there. Resistance is nothing but a which representing the element of heat produced in the circuit. So due to the harmonics also heat is produced across the resistance, so that we are considering these two components also. Okay, sum of all these components which are representing the power taken by the load. With this is the numerical which is based upon the single phase inverter. Single phase full bridge inverter is completed. Thank you very much for all of you. Have a good attention. And you try to solve this problem with by taking the calculator with the values. Thank you very much.